Alright, today we'll be implementing some real world scenario of a restaurant use case. Let's say a customer has placed an order and you want to forward the order to the chef, but the problem is in the order telephonic recorded conversation there exists let's say user's name and phone number, which definitely you don't want, right? In order for the chef to prepare the dish, because it has nothing to do with the dish, right? So that's what we'll implement today. So let's begin with this architecture diagram. So first, as the input, we'll upload our shop order wave file in S3. I have the file on my local computer as well. So this is our shop order local file. I'll upload this file in cloud. Let's go to S3. Let's create a bucket, because whatever file will store in S3, it will be treated as object. So our web file needs to be created, must reside inside any S3 bucket. Since we are creating everything from the scratch, so let's create one S3 bucket first. So let's give one a name for S3 bucket. Please make sure this name should be globally unique, otherwise you will be having trouble creating the bucket. So we'll keep everything as default. Let's can directly go ahead with create bucket. If you want versioning, you can also enable it, not a problem. Let's create a bucket for now. So our S3 bucket is created. Let's go inside this S3 bucket. Now we'll upload the file, shop order file, which is basically this one, shop order. Let's upload this file in S3 from our local computer. So let's go to the AWS console once again. So let's click on add files. So here we have the shop order file. Let's double click on it. Let's check mark this. Let's click on upload. Alright, our file got uploaded. Let's close this, and we can also view the file here, or the object we can say. So our shop order wave file is there. Now let me duplicate this tab, because as per the architecture diagram, if we look, we'll be requiring Amazon Transcribe to redact or hide the personal information like the name, phone number, what's present in the customer order recorded telephonic conversation. So let's type transcribe here. Let's go to transcribe. Now on the left hand side we got transcription jobs. Let's click on transcription job. I'll click on create job. Let's name our job. Now here we can mention the language. Since the shop order web file contains customer request, that is, it is my voice in I know it's English. So you might have noticed, like whenever we take orders, there are phone number, like customer needs to dial like press 1 for English, press 2 for Japanese, press 3 for Dutch, those kind of things. So I've done my homework. I know the language is English, so I can select one language out of here which I'm confident the customer has spoken. So I know it's English. I'll select it. But we can also detect automatic language detection. If your customer has used multiple language, we can use this as well. But for now, simplicity of this demo, since I know I have used English US, so I'll go with this. Now let's browse our input file, that is shop order file, which is basically the customer request or the customer order. I'll go here, Cloud Guru Restaurant here. I'll browse our object, shop order web. Let's click on choose, and if you go down here, we can add tags. If there are multiple environment in your project, like development, production, UAT, you can add tags there to simplify things. For now, I'll just go to next, and here the important part is PI redaction. See, it's given also the example, like if there's a phone number, it will be matched as phone, something like this. So I'll toggle this on. This is kind of a button. I'll include this unredacted transcription in output job as well. So here it's up to you what you want to redact. If you want, I know my input file or the web file, shop order file, contains name and phone number. I can mark this to as per your business requirement. If you want to mask the debit card or credit card, those kind of things, pin, you can select this. So there are too many options to customize, but since I'm demonstrating the restaurant order and I know I have used phone number, I'll select everything for this simplicity. There are also tons of options, like if you want to redact PI identification, PHI, health related thing, toxicity detection, like some hate speech, I'll say. If you want to minimize those, that can also be tackled using Transcribe. So for the simplicity, since we are just focused on PI redaction and personally identifiable information, PII stands for, I'll click on create job. So we can see transcription job successfully created, but status in progress. So let's wait for a while till this gets completed. All right, our status got completed if you look. So let's open our job. So here, if we look, please make sure since we have toggled PI redaction, it's on. So that is what our intent was. If we go down here, so this is what we require. Since we are a restaurant business, we just want these things, like the customer needs one blueberry ice cream, one pair of sports shoes. This is just the random text. Definitely it's if restaurant won't accept any kind of shoes or something, t-shirt like that, but this is just for example. If you're using a restaurant business, you don't need the name of the customer and the phone number for the chef. So you can configure in such a way that the chef gets what the order is all about, what the chef needs to prepare, and it will get your work done for your restaurant business. So that is all about it. There are many more things like subtitles and toxicities. Remember, we have not switched this on, so this is not available, and in our speech as well there is not a hate speech, we know. So that's why these won't work. So anyway, since this was a basic tutorial, let me dive you what we have done. So since I'm representing a restaurant business in this architecture diagram end to end, so we have got the recorded telephonic conversation from the customer, where the customer has placed some order which is recorded in a file named shoporder.wav. That file we have uploaded in S3 bucket, and we have used Amazon Transcribe to redact the personally identifiable information like the name and the phone number, because our chef just requires the what food is ordered. The chef is least bothered about the name and the phone number, which is of no use for the chef, by the way. So that's why we have redacted this PI information, and that is what is required. So I hope you found this tutorial helpful. Thank you so much for watching this video. All right, let's look at this question. We'll first look at option A. A says guardrails help filter undesirable and harmful content from user interactions with FM. Looks good. While watermark detection identifies images created by the Amazon Titan image generator model on Bedrock. This looks good because guardrail indeed focuses on ensuring safe and appropriate user interaction with FM, while watermark detection verifies the source of the generated images. So let's move on to other option. We'll park this. Option B, if we look, it says both guardrail and watermark detection identify images created by Amazon Titan. So this both word is incorrect, because guardrails focuses on filtering content, not on image identification as mentioned here. So we'll reject this option on this basis. Let's move to option C. C says both guardrails and watermark detection filter undesirable and harmful content from user interaction with FM. So this is just the reverse of option B. So here watermark detection is for image source identification, not content filtering as mentioned here. Hence we'll eliminate this. Let's move to option D. Option D, if you look, it says watermark detection filters undesirable and harmful content from user interactions with FM, while guardrails identify images created by Amazon Titan image generator model on Bedrock. As per the option, the functionality is just the reverse. Watermark detection should be somewhere in the second line, and guardrails should be somewhere in the first line. So, since the option D is entirely false, the option automatically becomes incorrect. We are left out with option A, and it is the correct answer. Alright, now let's look at this question. It's all about automatic loan approvals and detect fraud. So we'll first look at option A. It says Amazon SageMaker Role Manager, Amazon SageMaker Model Cards, Amazon SageMaker Model Dashboard. This combination ensures comprehensive governance by managing roles and permission, documenting model details, and providing a dashboard for monitoring models. So we'll park this option aside. Let's move to option B. B says Amazon SageMaker Model Dashboard, Amazon SageMaker Role Manager, and Amazon SageMaker Model Monitor. This combination, if you look, lacks specific model documentation provided by model cards. Therefore, incorrect option. Let's now move to option C. C says Amazon SageMaker Model Dashboard, Amazon SageMaker Role Manager, and Amazon SageMaker Clarify. This combination doesn't include a monitoring tool for real-time model performance. Hence, incorrect choice. Let's move to option D. D says Amazon SageMaker Role Manager, Amazon SageMaker Model Monitor, Amazon SageMaker Studio. This combination again lacks a dedicated dashboard for centralized model governance. So let's eliminate this. We'll lock option A as the correct answer. Alright, now this looks interesting because it's all about generating high quality images from text prompts. So we have done the hands-on in our generative AI course, all these already. So let's look at option A first. A says stable diffusion. Stable diffusion is specifically designed for generating high quality images from text prompts, making it ideal for company needs. So we'll park this option aside. Let's move to option B. B says Llama. Llama is not specifically designed for image generation. We'll eliminate this. Let's move to option C. C says Jurassic. Jurassic is not focused on image generation. Let's eliminate this as well. Last option left is Cloud. Cloud is not tailored for generating images from text prompts as required by the questionnaire. So we'll reject option D as well. We are left out with stable diffusion, and it is the correct answer. Alright, now it's all about IDE to write, test, and debug code. Let's first look at option A. A says code editor. While using the built-in code editor is supported, it doesn't encompass all IDE options available in SageMaker Studio. Therefore, incorrect choice. Let's move to option B. B says RStudio. Utilizing RStudio focuses on a specific IDE without considering the other supported options. So let's reject this. Let's move to option C. C says Jupyter Lab. Employing Jupyter Lab is just one of the supported IDE and doesn't cover the full range of available tools. So we'll eliminate this as well. We are left out with all of the above. SageMaker Studio supports a range of IDE including the built-in code editor RStudio, Jupyter Lab, allowing for flexibility and compatibility with various development preferences. That being said, option D is the right answer. Okay, now let's look at this question. We'll first look at option A. It says explicitly instruct the model to adhere to the prompt and ignore any unrelated or potentially malicious content. While this approach can help, it might not be comprehensive enough to catch all inappropriate content. Hence, incorrect choice. Let's look at option B. B says develop an API to process and monitor all model responses for risk, creating a custom layer that filters and scans outputs for inappropriate or unsafe content before delivering them to end users. Implementing an API to monitor and filter responses ensures that all content is checked for safety and relevance, providing a robust safeguard against inappropriate or harmful outputs. So we'll park this option. Let's move to option C. C says adjust the model's hyperparameters to safeguard against the inappropriate output. Adjusting hyperparameters alone is unlikely to sufficiently address the issue of content safety. It's incorrect choice. Let's move to option D. D says retrain the foundation model from scratch to eliminate exposure to inappropriate content. Retraining from scratch is resource intensive and may not guarantee the prevention of inappropriate outputs. We'll reject this option. We are left out with option B and it is the correct answer. Alright, now it's all about low latency prediction. We'll first look at option E. E says batch transform. Batch transform is designed for batch processing and not for continuous low latency predictions. Hence, incorrect choice. Let's move to option B. B says real-time hosting services. Real-time hosting services provide persistent endpoints for low latency predictions suitable for application requiring immediate responses like patient check-ins. So we'll park this option. Let's move to option C. C says serverless inference. While scalable, it may not provide the persistent low latency endpoints required for this use case. We'll reject this. Let's look at option D. D says asynchronous inference. Deploying asynchronous inference is tailored for high latency task, not low latency as required by the question. And also there is continuous, right? So this is completely off topic. We'll eliminate this. We'll lock real-time hosting services as the correct answer. All right, now this question is all about transparency and interoperability. So we'll first look at option A. A says Amazon SageMaker Jumpstart. Amazon SageMaker Jumpstart focuses on setting up projects, not on interoperability and transparency. It's incorrect. Let's move to option B. B says Amazon SageMaker Clarify. Amazon SageMaker Clarify helps in understanding and explaining the contribution of input features to the model's prediction, ensuring transparency and compliance. We'll park this option. Let's move to option C. C says Amazon SageMaker Ground Truth. Amazon SageMaker Ground Truth is designed for data labeling and not for explaining model predictions. Therefore incorrect. Let's move to option D now. D says Amazon SageMaker Canvas. Amazon SageMaker Canvas helps in building models without coding and not in providing interpretability and transparency of model predictions. What the question is required. Let's eliminate this. We'll look at the official documentation now. It says automatically evaluate FMs. FM stands for foundation models for your generative AI use case with metrics such as accuracy, robustness, and toxicity to support your responsible AI initiative. Also, it's mentioned here, explain how input features contribute to your model predictions during model development and inference. That's what is required. We'll lock Amazon SageMaker Clarify as the correct answer. Okay, now let's look at this medical speech to text rated conversion question. We'll first look at option A. E says Amazon Transcribe. Amazon Transcribe is not specifically designed for medical speech to text conversion as required by the question. So A is out. Let's move to option B. B says Amazon Recognition. Amazon Recognition focuses on image and video analysis, not speech to text conversion. Therefore incorrect. Let's move to option C. C says Amazon Transcribe Medical. Amazon Transcribe Medical is designed for medical speech to text conversion and is HIPAA eligible, ensuring compliance and with healthcare regulation. This looks good. We'll park this. Option D says Amazon Poly. Amazon Poly converts text to speech, not speech to text. Just the opposite, what the question is looking for. So Poly doesn't stand a chance. We'll reject this. If we look at the official documentation, it's mentioned Amazon Transcribe Medical automatically convert medical speech to text. That's what is required. We'll lock option C as the correct answer. Alright, we got to select 3 correct answer, or in other words, we can reject 3 incorrect answers. both ways, either way. Let's look at option A first. E says Amazon Textract. Amazon Textract is essential for automating the extraction of key information from legal documents. So this is one of the correct answer. Let's move to option B. B says Amazon Personalize. Amazon Personalize focuses on, as the name suggests, personalization rather than document information extraction. So we'll reject this. Let's move to option C. C says WaveNet. WaveNet is designed for audio generation, not text extraction. Let's eliminate this. Let's move to option D. D says convolutional neural network, known as CNN. CNN is primarily used for image analysis and not extracting information from text documents. Again, that being said, it is again incorrect. Option E says Gen AI powered summarization chatbot. So this is useful for generating summaries and extracting important details from large volume of text. Therefore, this is another correct answer. Option F says Amazon Comprehend. Comprehend helps in identifying entities, key phrases, and other relevant information from text data. That being said, it is another correct answer. So we'll log these as the final answers. Let's bring it to the snow. We'll look at option A first. E says Amazon Forecast. Amazon Forecast focuses on forecasting, as the name suggests, forecast, right? Its focus is on forecasting, not on human review and audits. Therefore, incorrect. Let's move to option B. B says Amazon Augmented AI A21. So, Amazon Augmented AI is specially designed to facilitate human reviews and audits of machine learning predictions, allowing easy integration of multiple reviewers into the workflow. So let's park this option. Move to option C. C says Amazon SageMaker Ground Truth. Amazon SageMaker Ground Truth is primarily used for data labeling, not for facilitating human reviews and audits as required by the question. So that being said, we'll reject this. Let's move to option D. D says AWS Deep Racer. AWS Deep Racer is designed for reinforcement learning, not for human reviews and audits of machine learning predictions. That being said, Deep Racer is out. We are left out with A21 and it is the correct answer. So please don't go away. Let's meet in next part of the series, which got to be more interesting.